Hey, Herbie. Hey. Hey.
What?
Hey, tell these guys when the Hit of the Year contest is over.
All right, well, the deadline is actually November 22nd.
That's right, and if you haven't entered, you better get on it.
Definitely. There's actually only been 14 entries so far.
What? 14 entries? You guys forget what you could win or what? Tell them, Herb.
Okay, so the winner will be the recipient of the second BB Hit of the Year award. Gosh. And what this is going to include is a vinyl lettering package, which is 2 door numbers, a roof number, your name, a sponsor, and some other cool things. And that's going to be from the Booze Brothers.
And a 5-gallon gas tank and battery box from the M&M Boys demo products.
And this prize package is going to be over $200.
I'd like to win that.
You know what?
Forget about it.
You can't, okay, because you're not eligible.
I'm not eligible, I know. So I'm not eligible, but if you are, then get it in gear and submit that hard-hitting footage.
And this just in. If we don't get at least 20 entries, this is going to be the last year for this contest.
Very true, but if we do get 20 entries, there'll be a Hit of the Year contest for 2011.
No way! Alright, so it's actually up to you guys.
That it is. So let's see some of those big old hits.
Alright.
Bam!
So here's what you guys are going to be up against, so check this out.
Those are some nice hits right there. Bam!
Alright, let's get this going, people.
Okay, so what's next?
What's next? Let's talk a little bit about building a derby car.
Okay, Herb, first people gotta find a derby car.
Right, and how do I know what kind of car to buy?
That's a good question, Herb. First, you need to determine what cars are allowed. Read the rules.
Right, but you also need to have a feel, for what the norm is at that derby.
That's very true. So, take the MacArthur, California Derby, for example.
Let's do that.
There's no age discrimination on the cars.
Right, and at this show, most are going to show up with some old iron.
That's your mid-60s to mid-1970s cars.
Right, so if you bring an 80s dippy to the show, you're going to get more than just your ass handed to you.
Larry, Mike, and Miles found out that the hard way
a lot of ass
a couple
handed.
years ago.
Yeah, that they did. So anyways, read your rules, find out what you can bring, then if you can, find out what the majority are going to bring.
But if you're not limited to a specific age group, definitely go with the old iron, old cars. Come on.
Absolutely. And which type of car you choose is a tough one to call.
There's definitely some that are better than others, but it normally comes down to the build.
Very true. Take an underbuilt Suicide Lincoln up against a well-built Cordoba. And you know what? The Cordoba might actually prevail.
Quite possible, Herb. Suicide Lincoln. I love that. Now, we can't tell you what car is best because it really is your own preference.
Well, I think it's safe to say one of the best will be your Imperials, but those are outlawed in most derbies around here.
Because they're solid. So if you find a car and you're uncertain on whether it's a good choice, go to WeCrash.com and look it up there and they'll tell you.
Yeah, in most cases, you're going to get the answer you need, and there's already likely a thread that started on the car that you're inquiring about. So be sure to check the thread locator before you post your question.
Indeed, Herbie. Happening! So, see, I found a car that I'm happy with, right?
Right.
Now what?
Alright, well, now you go to strip it and build it. Read your rules, follow them, and follow them to the T. But do everything that they allow you to actually do.
Like if you can weld the seams, weld them. Don't skimp out because I guarantee someone's going to bring a car that's built right and he's going to crush your ass and destroy you.
Right, but seriously, if you want to build a good car, follow the rules, and still be a contender, then we are definitely not the guys to ask.
We're not the guys to ask. But if you want to build a good car and need some good tips, there's a page on bbddn.com on how to build a derby car with some video tutorials.
Nice, that's right. And over on our very own little Mikey put it all together just to help out the rookies. So basically, yeah, you just check it out.
And if for some reason that's not enough, get your ass to WeCrash.com and figure it out.
Okay. There are a bunch of other informational sites and forums that are also helpful, and you can find those on our links page at bbddn.com.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's say I've got the car all built right, it's running good.
Check.
Got some new tires
Nice.
on it, right? Ready to go, right?
Well, I'd say wrong. What do you think keeps the sport of demolition derby alive?
It's gotta be the drivers.
Oh man, well, without the drivers, you don't have a show. True, but the correct answer is the fans. If you don't have the derby fans packing the stands, show's over, and the promoters are gonna pack up and move on to the next best thing.
You are kidding. So what are you saying, Herbie? What are you saying, man?
What I'm saying is you lazy asses need to paint your car. Make it look good. Everyone in the stand would rather see some nice looking car get junked than a bunch of junk gets junked. That's the way it is. You're actually these people's entertainment. You fail to entertain them, they ain't coming back next time.
That's right. They're paying to see something,
Yes.
something get crushed. But someone recently said that you can always tell who the rookies are by how nice the car is.
Well, it's funny that someone is completely wrong, I think, personally. The Booz Brothers cars always look good. They are built right, and we've been doing it ever since day one. You have some wins under our belts, and the fans love us.
You are very right, Herb.
Thanks, man.
I'll paint the car. If it was me.
You don't really have a car to paint. We're actually just doing a show here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's do that. Well, let's go see what little Mikey Stanek is doing.
What's going on, Mike? Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what you got going on there, dude?
Carving a pumpkin, man. What are you guys doing?
Hey, man, Stupid News 22, yeah.
Easy deuce.
So get with the program, huh?
Well, I'd love to, but I told you I can't do it this week. I gotta get these pumpkins carved.
So what are you doing another pumpkin carving video again?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing 2 of them. I'm working on one of them right now. I'll be up in a week or so.
Right on, man. I guess we'll check you later then, huh?
All right, guys. Check you later.
All right. So after that extremely inspirational conversation with Mikey, we're gonna go ahead and check out who we have for the NDDR.
There we go. Let's do that, Doug. Dookie Douglas. What you got, man?
Thanks, guys. This month we recognize Jerry Atwater from Pumpkin, Colorado. Jerry has been a farmer and a rancher for 20 years. He's also employed by the Colorado Department of Transportation. He sure works a lot, but manages to find time to spend with his family and squeeze in a couple derbies every year. He said his daughters usually help him with the lettering and are starting to get involved with the test and tune aspect as well. Jerry has been a derby driver for 9 years. He'd always been a big fan of demolition derby and finally decided to give it a shot. He had wrecked some cars on the farm before and thought it couldn't be any worse than hitting a cow, right? So, his first derby was in the El Paso County Fair back in 2001. He got out in the arena and, as he put it, he got his ass handed to him, and that'll happen. And from then on, he made it his personal challenge to improve his game. That's a good idea. So he doesn't have a particular preference on which vehicles to derby. As long as it looks like it'll hold up, hell, he'll run it. He has derbied a variety of cars from Imperials to Chevy wagons. He built a 1968 Chrysler Newport once and derbied it 8 times before it was ready for scrap. That's awesome. Jerry doesn't limit himself only to derby cars. This year he built a 75 Chevy pickup with a 472 Cadillac engine and ran it at the Lincoln County Fair in Hugo. That's right, a 472 Caddy. Sweet! In 1968, Cadillac went on to the top of the game to introduce the 472, surpassing Chrysler's 440 and Lincoln's 462. The 472 could produce 375 horsepower at 4,400 RPM. The block was designed with the potential for a 500 cubic inch displacement. The 500 was released in 1970 and would eventually replace the 472 by 1975. Okay, oh yeah. Jerry's next derby will be in the fall of next year at the Lincoln County Fair in Hugo in mid-August, and he will be driving a 1972 Buick Electra. His advice for the rookies is to watch and learn from the veterans. He also added, this is a family sport. Even if you don't have much of a family, your friends who are like family will always step up and help get it done. Right on. So I'm all out of time. That was Colorado's very own Jerry Atwater. Back to you guys. Build that derby car.
Right on, Doug, man. Hey, nice work, buddy.
No doubt about it. Doug! Yeah, nailed it. Hey, Jerry, that freaking truck is badass, brother. Keep it up.
Oh, wow. Look at the time.
Ooh, okay. Get with it, folks. November 27th is the Hit of the Year contest finish line. Okay?
You know, and it may be over good. You know, it all depends on you guys.
Submit the footage or lose.
Submit. All right, so Metal to Metal Show, Mental Tuesdays is back on and better than ever. You know, we all tuned in last week and they did an awesome job. Hey, nice work, guys.
Absolutely, Herbie. Metal Tuesdays, Metal to Metal, Demo Derby USA, F&A.
All right, yeah, during the show, there's actually this interactive chat thing going on and it's actually pretty cool.
That group's going places. Without a doubt.
Definitely going in the right direction.
So, Herbie,
Yeah.
you ready to go?
Dude, you know I am.
Then let's get the F on out of here.
So until next time,
build that derby car. Tell these guys when the Hit of the Year contest is over.
That's easy. The deadline is actually November 27th.
That's right, and if you haven't entered, you better get it on.
Right, so far I've been told that there's only been 14 entries.
What? 14 entries?